Hello, Ursuline family. This is John DeSantis, Athletic Director at Ursuline High School. I'm very excited tonight to bring to you the virtual 20th reunion of the Ursuline baseball team from the year 2000. A special thanks goes out to our head coach from the 2000 team, Sean Durkin, who cannot be here with us tonight as he passed away in November of 2019. Coach Durkin did so many things for so many athletes over a 20-year span here at Ursuline High School.
One of the things I liked about him, he was kind of gritty. I mean, he really grinded, and I think respected that as players. We saw that and wanted to work hard for him. But the most refreshing thing was just how honest he was. So if you were having a bad game or something wrong, he would tell you, "Hey Barry, you suck. You got to fix this. This has got to get better tomorrow." And if you did something good, he told you something positive about it. So we just trusted him as players. We knew what he thought of us. And when he said something, we knew that he meant it.
We have most of the players from that team. Many of the coaches are with us as well. So we think we're going to have fun with this, and we hope you all enjoy.
We expected to have a good season. You know, we knew we had the pitching with BJ and Kello, and we had Jimmy Moorhead. And then John Angelo showed up on our lap, and we're like, oh, we're good. We knew we were good with the pitching. And we started off, you know, we weren't sure about our hitting. But I'll tell you this, the conversations that Dirk and I had, we never once talked about going to state.
No.
And you would have known that because when we won regionals, the whole team went to the Golden Dawn, you would have thought we won the World Series. We were happy. This was only our third year coaching. I mean, I just turned 30. Dirk and I were 30 years old. This was our third year coaching ever. So we were happy to get out of the area. We thought that was a good accomplishment. And then we won regionals. We were on cloud nine. Like everything after that, just, you know, icing on the cake. But we knew we had a couple of horses on the mound and guys to back them up. And if we could scratch some runs across, we knew we had a shot.
I remember back, you know, I think some guys made some decisions and some sacrifices to get there. You know, with some guys maybe not, you know, playing basketball and not doing different things to, you know, really focus in on getting better in the off season, getting ourselves ready to go.
When you don't have the infighting, when you don't have the tension, you don't have clicks, we were just one unit. It didn't matter if you were the best player on the team or you were the youngest player on the team. It didn't matter if you played every inning of every game or the one inning the entire year. You had some sort of role on that team.
My opinion is just camaraderie that we had, and everybody had each other's back. Like myself, everybody was just looking for their spot.
I think one of the things that separated this team from some of the teams that came after that, like the two state runner-up teams and a couple other teams that went to state, this team just wouldn't lose. There was just a mental toughness to this group.
First thing we wanted to do was win, you know, the Steel Valley. You know, when we did that and when we beat East Palestine, you know, I think that was, you know, the turning point of our season. You know, with Aaron Walker, I think his name was, I think he struck out 17 people out of 21. And for us to win that game, I think we came away, you know, knowing that we could win it. And then with Durkin and winning the state championship as a player, you know, we had that faith, you know, in him, that we knew him and the coaches were behind us and they could coach a state championship team. And we just kept winning. Like everybody said, it was a dream come true.
BJ just came out and just started mowing them down, and we were hitting the ball. I think we had maybe like 5 errors that day, so defense might not have been, you know, at its best. But once again, we found ways to just get runs here and there. I remember, maybe I'm getting ahead of the conversation here, but what was it? Maybe like the 5th or 6th inning, where somebody hit that fly ball out there to center, and Scott Adair, another sophomore, you know, somebody who didn't play a great deal throughout the tournament. You know, he's standing on second base, tags up from second on a sacrifice fly, and just guns it. Hits third base. You know, Dirk's coaching third. He's got the confidence and the guts to send him home from. And so Scott just turns on the jets, scores from second base on a sacrifice, pretty routine but deep sacrifice fly to center field. And after that, man, it was over.
Can I mention that catch he said about Justin? I'm calling pitches and that ball was hit. I think there was somebody on first base. Did we double him up?
We doubled the guy was on was like halfway around third base when he caught it.
So
And-
right away, I'm thinking gap. So I'm watching the run of this, and I'm like, oh, man.
My head went down.
Score. I turn back, I'm like, how did he catch that? Like, that's unbelievable. We couldn't believe how much ground he got that ball. In my mind, that
Jesus
was
with me that day.
He scored, and I'm angry.
And then that leads to St. Joe's, the regional final game then, when again, you're down early, so it's another situation, we're down a little bit early. And you guys, again, managed to overcome. You guys mentioned the kind of regional that Kello had, and, another home run. You guys say that I think he pitched that game.
Yeah.
So again, to be able to just keep overcoming things and definitely, the cardiac kid type of thing with you guys, it seemed like, was something special. So Bellino makes the out there to end the game against Coldwater. Ursuline beats Coldwater, moves on, and now we're playing Versailles in the state championship game. Another one that we're down 2-0 early. That was a battle, all throughout. So again, obviously this is the one that we all remember. Saying to coaches, you were nervous.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this isn't one of those bullpen sessions where you're like, yeah, he's okay. This was no bug.
Down 2-0, get a couple hits, take a 3-2 lead. Versailles comes back, ties it back up. We're 3-3, bottom of the sixth.
It's 3-3. You can see me go up and then just fall to the ground. Because I remember them telling me that if that happened, and when the guy said go to first base, I said perfect. That's why we had that conversation.
All coaching.
That's why it happened, early in the season. Yeah, all coaching.
From my perspective as an assistant coach, I usually do things like nervously, like pacing back and forth, doing the same thing as long as things are going well. I remember at the beginning of that inning, getting on a top step, looking over the dugout at the fans, and I just wanted to take it in, because I just knew that Paul was going to just mow him down there. And then,
Turn out there at the Shrine waiting for us when we got there.
yeah.
Can't tell you how many times they played "We Are the Champions" on the bus.
Not enough.
The one thing I remember, getting back to school is, none of the other seniors went to Columbus because they had graduation. I think if I remember correctly, it was kind of a big to-do where there were certain kids that wanted to come down, and they wouldn't let them come down. And so, really we played that game in front of basically parents,
Right.
and maybe
Yeah.
some, maybe some sophomores and juniors and, other students, but certainly none of the seniors were even in attendance. So it was kind of, you get back and, all those people, I think that, in most cases you probably would have celebrated with back at the field, and before you got on the bus, you didn't see those people. And obviously this was before, social media and texting and calling and all that, like we would today. Really, it was a different type of celebration because there were so many people that I think you probably, would have wanted to hug and have a moment with that just weren't there till you got back, other than your teammates.
And this school generally is really about a standard of excellence. And this is a place you can come and you can achieve excellence if you really try to. And so, maybe I'm being a little optimistic here, but I'm hoping that these incoming students in these future classes, the students who weren't even born at the time we won this state championship.
That's all.
Look up at the banner.
All of them, yeah.
Well, look up at those banners and not just look at 2000 baseball, but look at all those championships.
By the time I had gotten there, that was the expectation. That was the standard. Whatever the sport was, state championship was the goal. This is how you do it. This is the blueprint, you know, the commitment, the sacrifice, all of those things that you guys all mentioned.
Anything is possible, you know, as long as everybody's committed to the process, committed to the shared vision, you know, collectively as a team, you know, anything is possible, you know, and also being just a family-oriented organization, you know, having each other's backs. I think that's, you know, the mission that in the story that I want to leave across everybody. As long as everybody's committed to the same mission and committed to the same work ethic, anything can happen, you know, just like it happened in 2000.
The Fighting Irish baseball team benefited from alumni coaches who did not merely hope to reach the heights, but who, having already been there, would lead by championship example. This video pays tribute to a team of special ability and character. Their 7-game quest for the 2000 state championship, from hopeful beginnings to a triumphant end, formed a set of irreplaceable, thrilling memories that will live forever in Ursuline sports history.